Hi guys!
Hello everyone.
Today we're going to make French toast. Okay, we love French toast. Yummy. What do we have to do first, Mr. Hansen?
So first we want to make sure we have our nice apron on, and then we have our nice hands washed, and Miss Atkinson and I have already done that, so make sure you do that at home.
We make sure that we have all of our ingredients, and we make sure that we have adult supervision, because we don't want to use the stove without your mom or dad or a grown-up there, because it's hot and it can hurt you. Okay, so we're going to get into our ingredients. Okay, we need eggs.
Absolutely. We need some milk for this as well.
We need cinnamon.
Absolutely. And we're going to want some fruit with it too. So we're going to have some blueberries and a banana here.
We need some vanilla flavoring.
And then we also need some brown sugar and some syrup. And then lastly, we need some butter, right? Any butter will work. We have this butter. I'm sure you have some other ones.
We also need bread.
Oh.
Bread is so important. Okay, there you go, Mr. Hansen. Okay, we're going to start out. Mr. Hansen is going to break 4 eggs into this pan. You need a flat dish of some sort, something that's got a rim so your eggs don't spill out, but you don't want it too deep because you want your bread to fit.
4 eggs. 4 eggs.
I'm gonna go play basketball.
Oh.
I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Mr. Douglas.
Mr. Douglas is anxious for break time. He's anxious for break. There we go. All right, Miss Atkinson, I got 4 eggs cracked. What next?
Okay, now we need 4 tablespoons brown sugar.
4 tablespoons of brown
4
sugar.
tablespoons. And with tablespoons or with brown sugar, you always measure it packed. So Mr. Hansen is going to pack.
Oh, there's a tablespoon. TBS. TBS. And then I'm going to make sure that our tablespoon is nice and packed down. Right? I think I packed that pretty well. I'm going to put
Perfect.
1. And then, did you say 2, Miss?
4.
4. Okay.
We need 1 for each egg.
1 for each egg. All right. That one's pretty packed. 2. Oh, maybe not. 3. And then packed here. 4. Look at that.
All right. And now Mr. Hansen's
Are we
going
ready for French toast?
No, not yet. We have a few more things to do.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. We'll be ready soon. Soon. Okay, now Mr. Hansen's going to mix that up.
Okay. Stir, stir, stir. Looks good. I wonder if I could eat this just how it is.
No, you're not supposed to eat raw eggs.
Oh, well,
Raw eggs could have salmonella in it. Make sure you mix up all of the eggs up really good.
Anybody seen my Baja Freeze?
oh my goodness.
Mr.
It was
Douglas
there a little while
doesn't
ago.
understand that we're videoing.
I'm looking for my Baja Freeze. Hi guys.
Okay, and this is actually 2/3 of a cup right
2/3
there.
of a cup. Oh,
We
nice.
need 2/3 of a cup of milk.
2/3 of a cup. Okay. So let's make sure we get 2/3 cup.
And you always have to measure a liquid with your cup on the table, because if you're holding it, your cup can get moved. So there he is, all the way to the top.
2/3 cup.
All the way to
right
the
in
top.
there.
And he's going to pour that in there.
Milk. Milk is
And now he's
strong for
going
the
to
bones.
mix that all up. Mix it up really good. And now we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Okay, and Mr. Hansen, I'm going to tell you
absolutely.
something about measuring. If I measure over my food like this and I slip, I could pour the wrong stuff all in my
Oh, no.
in my food, in my ingredients. So I'm going to measure over here until it's right to the top.
Ooh.
And
Good
there's 1 and 2.
Hey. Look
See,
at
and I
that.
measured over that plate so it wouldn't make a mess on the countertop.
Nice.
Oops, wrong way.
Usually when Mr. Hansen cooks, there's a little more mess involved, but Miss Anderson's keeping us on track.
Miss Atkinson's been alive. Now we need 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. That's a word you guys can learn to spell, is cinnamon. Here, Mr. Hansen. And this one,
Okay.
oops, look at, this is a brand new bottle of cinnamon. I always have to say that. It's hard for me to, I just have to be silly with cinnamon. Okay.
And how much did you say we're gonna put? Did you say 2 teaspoons?
Ooh, no, that would be way too much. What's that?
That's 2 teaspoons.
No.
A 1/2 teaspoon.
A 1/2 teaspoon,
Look
1/2.
at that. We don't want to put too
1/2
much in it, huh? So I'm gonna put this right over here. You said 1/2. There's about a 1/2. I'm
Yep.
gonna put it.
Put that in there.
Right
Yay!
It smells
Perfect.
good.
Oh,
Cinnamon
yeah,
always
cinnamon
smells
is
so
so
good.
good.
I'm gonna stir that up for us too.
Okay. And now we need a pinch of salt.
Just salt. Where's our salt? Where's our salt?
Our salt?
Hmm.
I don't see salt.
Salt. Ooh, look! I see pepper. Can we use pepper?
No. Do you think pepper would be good? You know, some people do put put pepper on their French toast because it's got eggs in it. Okay. I'm gonna show you how to do a pinch. Okay. You put a little bit in your hand like this, because all you're gonna want to do is a little bit. That's way too much salt right there. So we're gonna take a pinch. See? And you can't see that with the camera, but I just put a pinch of salt, and we need 2 pinches. 2 pinches. There we go. Okay.
Looks like a
that's
little
our
bit goes a long way.
With salt, a little bit does go a long way, and I don't know if you guys have ever had something that had too much salt in it, but it's yucky.
Ooh, too much salt.
Oh, you know, I think something we need to do is we need to get our skillet heating. So we're gonna come over here, and I'm gonna try to turn on the right one. Okay, and we need to put some, cooking spray.
Cooking spray.
We need cooking spray in this. Okay.
Could have used
Hmm?
Could have used the butter.
Oh, the butter.
Cinnamon butter though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we could have used the butter, but I used the cooking spray instead. Okay, now, is that all we have, all we need?
Absolutely. And then we're
That's
gonna
all we need.
That's all we need.
Wait a
It
minute.
looks good. All right. Can I? Oh,
Go
I
for
said,
it,
I'm not
okay.
supposed to drink this, am I?
No, those are raw eggs, raw
Okay.
eggs.
All right.
I think we need bread.
Bread. Okay. So we're gonna dip these bread right in here, and if you get real close, you can kind of see. I'm just gonna flip it. My hands, I made sure they're clean before I started here, right? That way it soaks nice. And I'm gonna have 2 slices here. Should we do 2 or should we do 4 slices? What do you think, Miss
Well, let's
Atkinson?
start out with 2, because that's all that's gonna fit in the
Oh,
pan.
okay. You know what? You're smart. See, I wouldn't have thought of that. So I've got my 2 slices of bread. I'm gonna take it right over to our nice warm pans. Miss Atkinson made sure the pan was nice and warm. I'm gonna put it right in there. Right, if I can grab it. Maybe a spatula would have
Yeah,
helped.
here,
But
here, Mr.
hindsight's 20/20, I suppose. Look at that. Oh, we've got a little spatula. Right, one right here, right here. Thank you, Miss Atkinson. And then I'm gonna put that, right, and we're gonna get that nice and warm. Here's that for
Okay,
you.
and they don't have to cook very long, they just have to cook till they're a little bit brown on each side. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
So, Miss Atkinson, what have you done this break? You done anything spectacular?
Oh, no.
No, you staying at home, sleeping a lot, playing video games?
Well, no, I don't play video games. I've been knitting
Knitting?
and crocheting.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, what have you been doing, Mr. Hansen?
Well, Mr. Hansen's putting together a nice big, kind of an umbrella to go over our pool. It takes a lot of, yeah, it's a big construction thing. There's saws and a bunch of wood. Anyway, it's really complex and it's quite fun. It's interesting.
Lots of work to do. I bet you couldn't work last week when it was raining though, huh?
No, not quite.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear.
You hear sizzle?
I hear sizzle. Our pan's sizzling. Oh no. Maybe we should check to see. Is it nice and brown here?
Oh, you have one.
I've got another one. I'm gonna. Oh, maybe not quite, huh? Should leave that a little longer.
Yeah, it takes a few minutes.
Okay, all right. I'm just so hungry.
Oh, I bet, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
with all that work at home with the gazebo, he called it a gazebo.
A gazebo.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out the name of it.
It's a gazebo is like a patio cover, just a patio cover. It doesn't have walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a big project.
It was
Yeah.
a big project. We bought it from Costco, and it was big, nice and heavy, like real strong. Put it up. It was a bit of a workout, actually. So.
Are you doing this all by yourself?
No,
My goodness,
my
that's
dad and I
work.
are putting it together. My dad and I were out back, making sure we're staying inside our own home, so we're not going outside. You know, things are a little dirty and a little germy now, so we gotta make sure we're all kind of
Yeah.
not exploring too far out.
It's hard to put stuff together that big by yourself. So I'm glad you have help.
Absolutely, and
Do you
it's real
think you
tall too, so I think that helps me. Yeah, I'm kind of tall.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's see how's our French toast doing over
Okay,
here.
I see some, maybe some smoke or some steam. Maybe it's time to flip here. I'm gonna flip
Definitely
it. Ready?
time to flip.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can flip one. Ooh, that looks good. I'm gonna flip two. Look at that. Maybe a little overdone, but it'll taste good
They're a
just the
little
same.
dark. We'll do the next set too. We'll do the other ones. You know what we can do while those are cooking? We can put our other bread in here.
Okay, let's do a couple more bread slices, just how we did it, right? Okay.
See, so a lot of times in the kitchen you can do more than one thing at a time. And it's a good idea. When something is soaking or cooking, you can clean up.
I gotta say, I didn't have breakfast this morning. My stomach is growling. These are gonna taste so good. Okay, Miss Atkinson.
Okay,
Putting
you know
our-
what, on this one, I think we're gonna put some of the, let's put some of that cinnamon butter. Oh, Miss Yang brought cinnamon butter.
Let's see if I can figure out the correct one to do it here. I think we're supposed to use it says 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna rinse this out because we put sugar in this one last time. We put sugar in this, I'm gonna rinse this out, make sure it's nice and clean for our butter here. And then we're gonna put maybe 2 tablespoons of butter here, right? And
Good
then-
job.
You have any idea? Oh, we can kind of flick it up there.
Let's see. You know what? When I flick stuff, it generally ends up all over the kitchen. Okay.
There's one, and we can get another one.
Okay. Maybe if you could find a knife, I could get the rest of this out of here, Mr. Hansen. Ooh, wow. Okay. We're gonna turn this down a little bit, and we need our. That's okay. We've got plenty here. We need our bread.
Our bread, so I'm gonna get. And we can put that right on top.
Yep, put it right in there
Alright.
with the cinnamon butter.
Ooh.
And see, we already have cinnamon in our French toast, so this is just gonna make the cinnamon flavor better. And our pan's a little hotter this time, so it's gonna take a lot less time to cook. As a matter of fact, look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Wow. That's pretty awesome. We should have used cinnamon butter for the first one. That's what Miss Yang told me. What happens when you don't follow directions? Stuff doesn't turn out as good. That looks yummy. Doesn't that look yummy, Miss Michaela?
Looks really good.
Let me give this just a couple more minutes. We want the eggs to cook all the way through because they're kind of soaked into the bread, so we want them to cook through. Let's see what that looks like on the other side. Oh, see, that one's taking longer. These are kind of floppy. You got to be careful when you turn them because they're kind of floppy. Uh-oh, our butter's beginning to burn over here. Okay, we're gonna call those done. Yay. And the only thing left to do is to eat them, enjoy them, and then clean up our kitchen.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Yes.
We could put some fruit on that.
Oh, such a good
some
idea,
fruit.
Mr. Hansen.
Absolutely. We've got some nice fresh bananas here. We've got a nice fresh blueberry. I think what we could do is put these fruit right on top of our French toast here. So I'm gonna open up this banana and then I'll put some gloves on and I'll use our knife to cut this into little pieces here. Little pieces. All right.
This is something we could have had done before. So our French toast wouldn't get cool, but I think our French toast is gonna be really good.
Look at that. These gloves, you think they're stylish? You think that I can rock these?
Oh, you can rock those.
I think I look pretty good with these on.
Yeah, I like those.
Maybe
yeah,
I'll take
yeah.
these home. Maybe I'll take these. No, maybe
No,
not.
gotta leave them
I
here.
don't know. I think Mr. Douglas would yell at me if I took them home. I think these are important. These are important. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut this into little tiny strips. So not super small, but just how I do it here. So look how I'm not making them too small where you can't see it. Just nice little pieces. It's all gonna go down in the same place, all going in the stomach. So I'm not too worried about it.
Banana.
I think that's probably good, right?
That's probably good,
Good.
yes. So let's put some banana on each one. See, we got banana on each stack. Most people eat at least 2 pieces of French toast. Sometimes they'll eat more, sometimes less. And those blueberries. Oh, I love blueberries. Blueberries are yummy.
But the most important part, Miss Atkinson,
Yes.
and I don't know if you know, is the syrup. And we're gonna
Oh,
absolutely drench our French toast in syrup because honestly, this stuff tastes really good. Don't tell your parents, it's really good. Okay,
You know, it's just like pancakes.
just like pancake.
Yep, you put
I'm just gonna
butter
slop
and
it over there. Ooh, that looks good.
Ooh, my goodness.
All right.
All right, okay.
So, it's my favorite part. It's my favorite part, Miss Atkinson. Let's
we
dig
get
in
to
there.
dig into our French toast. Okay. Let's do this one here. This one looks better.
Okay.
We can both dig into
Oh
that
man,
one.
get that banana there.
Oh, it looks perfect. Oh, I'm gonna get a blueberry on mine.
Oh yeah, very good. I think you did a good job, Miss Atkinson.
I think you did an excellent job, Mr. Hansen. Thank you so
That's right.
much.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you guys. I hope you guys are doing okay.
I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful time at home. Make sure you do your homework.
Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
I think
okay.
Mr.
see you guys next
Douglas is
time.
gonna eat our breakfast. Bye, guys. Have fun.
Bye-bye.